Quadash, yo, HT Lord Isaiah, Rabbi T Messiah. I just thought I'd bring through a quick message because this is globally important on so many levels. And people don't notice it, but time is pressing. It's 2022, and it's not going to get any better as long as it keeps going the way it is. Now I got another video talking about heresy, blasphemy, abomination. You might want to check that out because that's also part of it. But here, why do so many people, 26%, about 1 in 4 adults, suffer from a mental illness? It's very simple. You know when you talk to yourself in your head? Okay. Well, when you talk to yourself in your head and you're talking to yourself, it's one thing. But when you start talking to other people in your head, they perceive it just as much as you perceive yourself talking to yourself in your head. So, shut up. Stop talking to everybody with your head because you are literally driving everybody crazy. You understand? Where do you think people are getting schizophrenic voices from? They've just done too many things, seen too many people, cared too little about what they need to be doing inside of their head, but now they've got too many people talking to their head. It's just so common that somebody's going to come into their head and argue with them about an issue that they're going to argue with inside of their head. You know what I mean? It's this simple. It's really this simple. Have you ever noticed that when you talk to yourself in your head, because that's where people talk to themselves, is in their head, that you can feel it in your tongue? Yeah, because that's your tongue talking to your head. Your tongue knows more than your conscious and your subconscious mind combined. See, so there's a saying in the Bible, by the words of your mouth you shall be condemned. Or sorry, by your mouth you shall be condemned. Or by your mouth you shall be justified. See, maybe you don't understand. You might be talking all that crap inside of your head, which you know full well. Your conscience knows you're trying to stuff people with it. And you think yourself effective. You think you're special, and you think you're effective. And you think nobody else knows, or very few people know. Correct? You fight with people in your head. You tell people off with your head. You insult people with your head. Likely all day long. As in to say that that's how life works. That's not how life works. That's how life not working works. You understand? If you stop talking to everybody in their head, and everybody stop talking to everybody in their head, nobody's going to have anybody talking to them in their head. And you know what that means? It means they can think. Like, you don't even understand that when you talk to people in your head, you are infringing rights. You understand? You're like, oh yeah, it's my right to think what I want. I have freedom of expression. Well, guess what, bro? You don't have the right to hinder or reprise other people's freedom of expression. And if you're insulting people for dressing a certain way, even in your head, you're reprising. Okay? Because it's like this. People have freedom to think, and you have freedom to think. But guess what? If you're trying to insert your ideas in other people's heads, you're taking away from their freedom to think their thoughts. It just doesn't work, bro. That is witchcraft. The first part of witchcraft is talking crap in your head towards other people. And that's what's driving everybody crazy. So you could verify that, run it by any expert. Look at Tourette's syndrome. Tourette's syndrome is the body reacting to unwanted impulses. But where do you think those unwanted impulses are coming from? Well, if you see it enough, or if you've ever experienced it, you know. It's coming from idiots. Somebody's staring at you. You're like, what the fuck? You look and there's somebody staring at you. It's Tourette's syndrome, okay? And if you want proof that it's Tourette's syndrome, you take it on proof, okay? Watch what happens when people get together who have Tourette's syndrome. They go crazy because one person reacts and it causes another person to react. It's impulses firing off the brain, and you using your mouth inside of your brain, directing it at other people, you're firing impulses at people. So that's the answer. That's why people are mentally ill. And society's about to change because, first of all, there's no laws governing that, which there should be. Because witchcraft is like practicing psychology without a license. You're just not allowed to do that. So, beyond that, there's no teaching about these things anywhere. But these are the first principles, the first oracles of human life, of the human condition. So we can get into debate if you like, talking about how truly people do actually try to practice witchcraft and try to mess with people's minds. So that's what's messing with everybody. That's what's doing it to everybody. Not HMC Lord Isaiah Rabbi T Messiah. No. HMC Lord Isaiah Rabbi T Messiah being HMC Lord Isaiah Rabbi T Messiah, having more than everybody else, isn't what's stealing from everybody. It's everybody else who's trying to use their head to say, to whoever they want. Give me this. No. Without. So here you go. One mango needs